spots, but I think once we got our
All right, Ben Parker of CardinalSportsReport.com here with Stanford co-offensive line coach Viane Talamaivao. So first of all, let's talk about 4 weeks in, whatever it is. How do you feel about the development of your offensive line unit?
We've gotten better. We've had some rough patches here, kind of getting, building the chemistry and things of that nature. We've settled in a little bit, I feel like. We're not where we want to be, but we're on a gradual climb. So we're just trying to get better every single week, and that's a constant and never-ending, journey for us, really. So.
What's it like kind of having a lot of young guys, kind of are in the starting lineup, guys like Khalil House? What's it like having young freshmen in the starting rotation there?
It's exciting because they're so young and so talented. So, the potential and the ceiling is high for sure. And, it excites you for the future. But, the thing is, when you play young guys, you're going to have freshman mistakes and you got to, live with those, so to speak. So, it's a good thing, though, because definitely you could see his progression and what he's been able to do from game 2 to now, and we're really, really excited about his growth and development. But it's exciting.
Seems like you guys had less holding penalties against Clemson than you did against Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
What went into that kind of improvement?
First of all, acknowledging it and acknowledging that that's not the standard of what we want to do here, and constantly constantly improving it in practice and making it an emphasis for sure. Especially winning a game like that, despite having all the penalties, I think everyone in our room knew that those were extremely costly for us. So it was a big emphasis for us moving forward, and it was sort of a wake-up call for the guys, so to speak, and it's something that we preached all camp and spring ball and things of that nature. But when you're in a situation where you get those calls now in the game, for the game to be so tight like that and to come out on top, and looking back when you watch the film and go, geez, this would have made a difference, this would have made a difference, this would have made a difference. I think it's eye-opening for the guys, and they took ownership on themselves too in practice, emphasizing it and being able to clean that up. So that was the emphasis for the week, really.
Talk about the evaluation process you guys go through in terms of, like, you guys have shaken up this. Looks like you guys have the starting five kind of settled in, but just how much of that decision making is a function of Coach Taylor and you and Coach Netter, and just how does that kind of process work in terms of you guys come together on that?
Yeah, it's for us, man. We tell our guys too, it's open competition. It's best 5 every week, and it's our job to put the 5 guys out there that we feel give us the best chance to be successful on Saturdays, and those decisions are made throughout the week as we watch guys and how they perform in practice, and we do that to create competitive depth and have guys be able to rotate and guys be able to push each other for spots, and it's performance based for us. So that's kind of the model we've taken really ever since we've gotten here, and it's helped because a lot of guys have gotten into starting roles, and you have a lot of guys with game experience, and in terms of the chemistry between the room, there's not a lot of us in the room, so we feel like that doesn't hinder us. It gives an advantage because we're always going to try to put the best 5 out there.
Yeah, we noticed that Conor McLaughlin was starting at the end of the year, no longer is. Just how would you kind of evaluate him? A lot of people are kind of wondering why he's not been starting. Just kind of what would you kind of say to that?
Yeah. Conor's been, for one, he's been awesome, and he's been a guy that's progressed from week 1 to now, and his growth has been exponential. And for him, again, it's just about being able to prepare and for us being able to find the best 5 guys that give us the best chance. And Conor's definitely working his way into being one of those guys. And for us, every week is an interview, so to speak, and everyone's resume is on the table at the end of every game. So that's something that if you ask anybody in our room, it's been kind of the mode of operation for us, and it's about open competition. So for him, man, we're 100% excited about where he's headed and his development, and he's a guy that comes to work every single day, and he's taking it on the chin, and he's been a guy that's been looking to get better every day. So for him and for everybody in our room, it's open right now, and our job at the end of the week is to create a starting lineup on Saturday that's going to get the job done. So that's kind of our mode of operation.
Cool. And just in terms of starting 5, just at what point do you kind of have that set? When you kind of inform guys what the lineup is going to be? Is it on a Friday, Thursday? When you kind of tell them?
You know, usually we look at the week of practice. Usually, you have an idea going into Thursday, and then after Thursday, we sit down as a staff, and then you look at the week, and hey, how's so and so done? How do we feel about the tackle spots? How do we feel about the interior spots? And who's stood out to us? Who's progressed? Who hasn't? And all those things are taken into account. And we tell just like we tell the kids, man. Sometimes it's not the most talented guy that plays; it's the guy who we can trust to put out there to get the job done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an evaluation that you kind of have an idea going into Thursday. Then after Thursday, we kind of sit down as a staff and we evaluate.
Cool. Final question for you. Just thoughts on Virginia Tech's defensive line. Just thoughts on the challenges they bring. Yeah.
Man, they're a really, really good group. In my opinion, one of the best groups we'll face this year. They're very, very active. They thrive on creating havoc in the backfield. I think they have their edge players, the leading sack leader in the country. So he's we have a great challenge ahead of us. Their interior guys are extremely active, strong. They're physical up front. They play hard. They do a hell of a job. So, we have a great challenge ahead of us.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Viane, for taking the time, and good luck on Saturday against the Hokies.
Thank you.